Hi, Misha here, and Happy New Year's. Well, almost. I'm recording this the morning of the 31st of December, 2024. And for New Year's Day, I've actually got a pretty high effort post, something that I've actually been meaning to do a video on for literally years. But there's one little complication. As I was starting to do that video, I came down with a cold. Well, I thought it was a cold. Turned out to be the flu. So I was kind of out of it for a couple of days, and my voice is still returning. Luckily, it only really got me down for about 3 to 4 days. So as far as flus go, it could have been a lot worse. But I always seem to nab one around Christmas. But it's definitely changed my Christmas, New Year's holiday travel plans a wee bit. But I'll readjust. So, when we talked about the year 2023, it was kind of a meh year. I don't know. 2024 was certainly not that. It was much more of a high energy year, that's for sure. And, on a national level, of course, the politics got quite crazy. Although I'm happy to say that the stuff as of post-election this year, far calmer than post-2020. So, literally, thank God for that. That's all I really care. And, I don't know. I think the Democrats have showed their asses just as bad as anyone else anymore. And, I don't know. But, what can we do? My attitude there is the sense of community we have, how we treat each other. That's where we're at. That's what we can do. So, yeah. But it was much more of it certainly wasn't a boring year. There were times when it was a stressful year and a somewhat scary year. But at least there was some forward momentum in my personal life. And when the last year ended, the cabin was just getting started. It was really not much more than some posts in the ground and basically the basic floor. The foundation was all there was. Didn't even have power yet. And here it is, done. So kind of powered through the ups and downs of all of that. And I'm not even sure it was the right decision. It was obviously a huge financial cost and just, took up a lot. But on the other hand, if I had not tried, I'd be sitting here probably at my home just going, well, what if I'd done it? Because here's the simple fact. The way the gun business is, it peaked during COVID, and it's been on a tapering downslope since. That's absolutely to be expected, and that's what it is. But financially, if I had not done the cabin in 2024, I don't think I would have been able to justify doing it in 2025 because of the lowering income. Truth is, I kind of wish I'd done it in 2023, and to be fair, I tried, but the first several contractors I talked with did not work out, so it was better to wait and get a reliable, honest contractor than it would have been to get in with someone who wasn't. But there you go. But that's why I've been getting out here and trying to take advantage of it after all that hard work, including doing videos. I think every time I come out here, something new happens, like a new challenge. I would say something bad, but I don't think that's quite it. Like once the internet went down, once, as I reported on election day, there was a flood, so we lost power and the roads were out. This time I got sick, and it was interesting being pretty much out here by myself. But to be fair, when I am sick, that's kind of what I want, just to be alone, to sleep and eat and do everything at my own pace. If I'm in a good, if restless sleep, no one to come in and, with good intentions, wake me up. Hey, do you need anything? Yeah, to have kept sleeping. And frankly, I don't think any of us like to have other people we love and care about see us when we're at our worst. I don't know, it's just not my thing. But I did have Miss Peanut here, so I wasn't alone. She made sure that I kept priorities, like making sure I fed her. And it did give me a reason to at least get out of bed some and check on her food and water and remember to feed myself. It was only really bad for one day, so I can't complain. The rest were just annoyances. But yeah, I will put up a pretty extensive model video tomorrow. Something totally new, although it does kind of follow along with what we've been mostly doing lately. And then I will share with something I did that I haven't done since the 80s. But don't worry, I do have plain models to do as well. I would have already had them done, except again, being sick. But they're sitting on the shelf, ready to go. Going to be covering at least 2 or 3 of those. And of course, taking care of videos for the Mishaco channel as best I can. Now that the holidays are over and hunting season's kind of over, it means I can pretty much shoot when I want. The only downside now is the short days, but I don't mind them. Oh, I will say this too. Ever since we get out here on, I guess it was the day before Christmas Eve, yeah, Monday. It's been just gray and soggy. It rained for the first 3 days or so, and even though it didn't rain much after that, here Monday, so yeah, a week before we had the first sunny day. And it was actually a very nice day, high around 60, although it's going to be the warmest day of the week. But hey, at least people can travel for New Year's. I will say too that, as I anticipated, having Christmas and New Year's fall on a Wednesday is just weird. Some people have basically, and I don't blame them, taken the opportunity to take 2 weeks off work. On the other hand, some people basically haven't gotten any time off work. My wife's one of those because of her job. So it's either like you get a lot of time off or you only get the holiday and that's it. When it's closer to a weekend, you end up getting more time. If it's on a Thursday, you usually kind of squeeze in that Friday, and then you have Saturday, Sunday. If it's on a Monday or even a Tuesday, you can usually squeeze in. But nope, not a Wednesday. One of my distributors that I like, it's kind of replaced Lou Horton. I still miss those guys, but I've been waiting all year for the Zastava RPK, the M72 PAP. And they said it would come out in 2024, and pretty late in the year. Well, they technically didn't lie. They released it the last week of December. I got the email about 1 p.m. last Friday, so would that have been the 27th? And I immediately tried to get my rep, and of course he wasn't there all week. So he called me this morning, or yesterday morning now, and set a couple back for me because he knew what I was hollering about. And so I'm really eager to get those. They already got them shipped, so they're already on their way before New Year. And yeah, pretty stoked. And what's cool, they're actually cheaper than the Century Romanian AES-10B now. So, hey, you can't say fairer than that. So that'll be a last minute review I'll be doing. Won't quite get it in the docket for probably this trip, but definitely get it scheduled for the next. Be a real shame if I had to come back out here pretty soon to do that video, wouldn't it? Yeah. And there's a new Walther pistol that I do have that I'm doing a review on. So a couple of new things. Also doing a couple of old things. We just finally did another video on the Romanian Wasser 3 and doing another video on the Arsenal Sam 5. That would have already been done, except again, sick. So I'm going to try to maybe do it today And I just don't know if I can get it up as a January 1st video. I'm going to try though, but if not, it'll be really close. I also want to revisit some FALs. That Cuban model from DS Arms, I finally gave some finish to the handguard wood, and I just want to get out and shoot it, so hopefully get a little time to do that. And I'm kind of feeling the mood to do a Walther PPK video, because I actually got my first PPK right around New Year's, 25 years ago? Something like that. And I don't know, just felt like talking about it. Sales this holiday season have been pretty good. There have been more booming Christmases, but there's been worse too, so I'm not going to complain. A little bit of this. It's really across, just all over the place what's selling. I had a AR or so sell, an AK, one more 70L, one Swiss gun, a couple of parts. It really is just kind of here and there. There's no trend to really monitor. But, yeah. That's what's been going on in my life recently. Not too exciting, but not outright boring either. How about yours? How's your 2024 been? How do you feel about the year? Was it a good one, a bad one? Better than 2023, worse than 2023? I don't know what to feel about 2025 that we're coming up on. You know, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm kind of oddly optimistic, but when I examine that feeling, I couldn't tell you why. At the end of the day, I guess it's easier to sleep at night when you're more optimistic than pessimistic, right? But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see. Man, I love being out here. You know, what's fun for me now is, even though the cabin's done, every time I come out is experiencing a new season. You know, I started coming out in June, July of this year. But at that point, the cabin was far from finished. We had air conditioning, but we didn't have running water. And had internet at least by July, but it was pretty rough living. I mean, you know, not a lot of amenities, very basics for cooking stuff. And slowly, every time I came out, it got a little more livable. And I would say September is when it really became pretty much finished and comfortable as far as, you know, things to do. Shower installed and all that stuff. Trim work and stuff had to be done, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. And then after that, it was kind of a stretch for a couple of months to get it finished out, to, you know, get furniture moved in. And you don't realize what a difference furniture makes until you don't have it. You know, places to sit things and things like that. It's quite interesting. Shelves. Shelves are really more important than we give them credit for. But, yeah, so I would say I started to really get out here and enjoy this place as a place in late summer, early fall. So that was an interesting experience, being out here for that season. And now I'm enjoying early winter out here. And it is so quiet. Right now, the only thing I hear out here are the rivers. There's a small creek behind me, and then there's a larger river over the way. And because we've had a decent amount of water, rain, they're going. But that's it. That's the only noise. No bugs, no frogs even. No people out and about. Hunting season's over. I heard a lot of folks leaving this weekend and today after the hunting season ended. So it is just quiet. The only thing I hear is sometimes someone's dog, or maybe a coyote, maybe an owl, but even that's pretty tamped down. So I'm really looking forward to coming out here in the winter, January and February, and just enjoying the peaceful nature of it all. I do love it. And it does relax me. It centers me. It makes me just a happier person. And it's the small things in life that do. You know, I said there's no noise and I hear an airplane going overhead, but let's not count that. Airplanes don't count. Agreed? Yeah, there's kind of a flight path that goes over these mountains here. But then, of course, I'll get to experience spring. Now, my first official night out here was the day before the eclipse, so April 7, 2024. But that was when the cabin was literally nothing more than a box. So that was true camping, basically. But I can't wait to be out here with all the spring, fresh rain and stuff coming alive, and then we get back to summer. I don't know, I observe stuff like that, you know, the way places feel as each season goes by, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why I do like it. It gets me to slow down in life a bit. I really don't know what the next year will hold for me, you know, job-wise. At some point, I just have to kind of give it up and just have faith in something, that things will work out the way they are meant to be. A lot of the stuff we just can't change, and so there's just no sense in stressing over it, frankly. Do you have any plans for 2025? How's your job going? Any new opportunities? Any new ideas or thoughts for side gigs or side hustles? I think I'm going to take next year, if possible, just to rest. I kind of feel like I'm due a year of just chilling a bit. Maybe trying to spend more time with friends and family, if possible. I think that'd be good. Yeah. At the very least, I think I'll take the winter to rest up, because I'm definitely needing that. I think one reason I got sick was I was just fatigued, tired, exhausted. Been pushing pretty hard ever since Thanksgiving in November, even before, at work and trying to make things happen. And there's a time and a place for that, but I need to slow down. But anywho, I'm still here. Like I said, I've got some new video ideas for both channels, and can't say that I have any travel plans for the next year right now, but maybe that'll change. Yeah. Yep. But that's what's kind of going on over here. Pleasantly tired at the moment. Hungry. I actually cooked some dinner and it's on the stove cooling right now. I figured that was a good time to do this video. Doing a little bit of laundry, sheets, and all other fun stuff. Probably have a pretty low-key New Year's Eve, New Year's Day transition this year. Seems like everyone kind of is, again, being in the middle of the week. But do you have any party plans? Anything going on? I feel like I kind of put my time in with actual partying when I was in my teens and 20s. I still have fun whenever I do it, but I don't know. My desire to really push for it is not like it used to be. Been there, done that. As I joked with someone, I've I've investigated what's at the bottom of a bottle more than a few times in my life, so I know what's down there. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not a new and exciting experience anymore like it was when I was a teenager or even in my 20s. But I'm not a teetotaler, that's for sure. Because there's definitely a time and a place for anything, I think. Oh. So nice out here. But old 2024. It does feel like it's been a long year. Sometimes it feels like the year just goes by, but no, this year feels like it has lasted 12 months. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for not good reasons, but just, I kind of wonder when the next time we'll have a year that just feels normal. Feels like the last normal year was 2019. I don't know. Probably there isn't a new normal, is there? Seems like it's always something anymore. But such is life. Things can't always be calm and peaceful in the world. Just doesn't seem to be within human nature, does it? But wanted to give one more black box for the year before it's out. Again, I ask you to give your own comments over the year. But I would say it is the epitome of the Chinese proverb or curse of may you live in interesting times. These are certainly interesting times. And some days I'm here for it, and other days I'm just like, ugh, can you give it a rest? Can we not just have, but probably not for a while. But hope everyone's hanging in there, doing well. Again, let me know what you're up to, what you thought of this year, what you think next year will bring, any New Year's plans. And I'll get some videos up on here and kind of do my thing. But probably spend most of my day with just family. Relax, try to eat some good food, and go from there. But best wishes from Misha and Peanut. Round out the year in a good way, and let's ring in the new year in an equally good way and try to be optimistic about where we all go from here. Because we're all on this crazy ride together. And we don't know if anyone's driving the train, do we? Kind of feels like they are not. Oh well. This is Misha, and Happy New Year.